folks, Ariel over here at Nyth, where I want to talk about how exciting it is that I got to actually use the shower in my house for the first time in having lived in here for 8 years. It's the first I have showered in the house, and you probably know a little bit of the history of that if you have been following life here for any length of time. But the main deal was that for a long time I used this just as storage, all this space behind me. I could have used the shower, it works just fine, but I was hand carrying all of my water and I was too lazy to want to carry enough water to make this work. Plus I kind of needed the storage space. Initially, even when designing the house, I almost didn't put a shower into this space. I nearly had it designed as a closet, but because of the fact that I needed a loan at the time, which has long since been paid off, they told me, to qualify as an RV, it would have to have a functioning shower in it to work for all that. And I said, okay, fine, make it a shower and I'll just use it as a closet, which is what I have done for nearly 8 full years. And it's worked great. And this whole space behind me was stacked floor to ceiling with stuff. I kept some extra camping gear in there, extra paper products, paper towel, Kleenexes, toilet paper, just a whole bunch of other supplies, my spare chairs. I've got a couple folding chairs for when there's guests over. Extra clothing. It was my hanging clothes closet because there was, in addition to this curtain rod, you can see I had another rod up here behind me that I hung. I've got some long dresses. I like wearing dresses that need a long space to hang, and so I hung all that in here. So it was clear full. But and for years, what I have done is use the shower at the gym where I used to go do CrossFit. That worked for a while. And then, of course, in recent history, somebody decided all gyms shall be closed. At that point, I had started using the shower at Clay's house because we were neighbors and he was generous and let me do that. And now we're now together and it's now our house, and we moved it to a new spot that did not otherwise have a shower. I did do several outdoor showers with a garden hose. It's been warm enough for that, but I knew at some point it's going to be winter again. I wouldn't want to keep doing that. So I was able to move everything out that was in here, which was nice, partly because we're getting a shop done for Clay, and so we made a little closet area in that temporarily. We've both got clothes hanging in there, which meant it didn't have to be in this space. And kind of rearranged some other things so that this is actually pretty much empty behind me. The folding chairs still live in here for now, so for when we have guests, so I have to take them out when I want to shower. But I started actually using the shower, and it works just fine. Let me show you what I did, because before I did that though, because it had sat for so many years with never being used for water, and I didn't want another water leak problem like I had over, from behind the sink and under the fridge like I showed you guys. So look what I did in here. So as you come into the shower area here, you can see the shower head up there, shower pan here. This is small. If you're wondering, it is 25 inches square. That is partially because having the bathroom space was not my top priority. When we designed this house, as I said, the house nearly didn't get a shower at all. And they custom built this shower pan for me because I wanted the whole space to be so small, and there was nothing 25 inches square that was pre-manufactured, at least at the time. So this was custom built with, got some stains on there over time, I'm not even sure what they're from, with this stuff you can see. And there was a seam tape down these side seams that you can see, and then caulking and such around the shower pan, and you can see some dirty footprints. I did take a shower last night because it's hot and sweaty. Anyway, that was all fairly old and it may have held water. It has never had water in it, and because I didn't want to risk having a leak at all when I started using this, before I started, I got some brand new caulk, recaulked both the seams there, this front lip, which also has some dirty footprints on it, and the whole way up the side seams, and let that fully cure for probably more than safe, like a week before using it. So that's how I went about starting to use a shower after using it as a shower, and after using it as a closet for many, many years. It does work. it's pretty cramped. I can, you know, turn around in there and get my hair washed and all of that, but it's not excessively spacious, that's for sure. As far as water volume, it's so much easier to fill my water tank now because I'm able to use a hose with pressure from our gravity-fed spring water. It comes out of that hose. Clay actually measured it the other day at like 85 pounds pressure, which is a ton. But I just fill the tank. We've got the little not on-demand water heater. A lot of people put those in. Our water here tends to be so cold they don't make it really warm. I had friends visit in a tiny house. They had an on-demand one, and the well water in the area, it could only heat to like kind of lukewarm, just not freezing, but on-demand couldn't heat it hot enough, at least with the heater they had, I know, to actually give them hot water. But I've got that little 10-gallon tanked propane heater. That's what I've been using since the day the house showed up. It uses very little propane. I've been super happy with it. I believe it's a Suburban model. And I've been able to, you know, take a shower, get all clean and washed off. And as long as you don't mind being, you know, a little snug in there for sure, it works. And it's been really nice and convenient to be able to actually shower in my own house for the first time in many, many years. So in short, did it work okay to not shower at home for years and years? Yep, it did. Was it a little inconvenient? Yes, it was. Is it nice to be able to shower at the house I actually live in for a change? Yeah, it is. But I got to do a lot of cool things in the intervening time, and so I don't have any regrets about some of the compromises on conveniences that had to be made in between. Over here at Nyth. Thank you so much for watching these videos and spending some of your very valuable time choosing to do that. We hope you found something that was useful, educational, helpful, maybe save someone else some time and trouble, or just something just plain beautiful. If you don't want to miss any videos, subscribe and hit the bell. And thanks for coming along on our journey as we build a new little homestead with our tiny house and everything to come.